Hello, my name is Denise Yazbak-Moore, and today I am creating with John Bead. John Bead is a Preciosa crystal platinum distributor and a well-known wholesale company who has been in the business for 70 years. Today's DIY jewelry making project features my heartstring necklaces. The tools and supplies you will need to create these necklaces are round nose pliers, wire cutters, chain nose pliers. All of the crystals are Preciosa crystals, round 6mm Siam, 4mm bicone Siam. We have rondelle crystal silver, 4.5mm crystal Rosemontes pairs, 13 by 8mm, 4mm jump ring, 8mm jump ring, a lobster clasp, a beaded head pin, and I'm adding a 6mm bicone Siam. You will also need 31 inches of 7-ply brown wax linen cording. I'm demonstrating the wax linen cording today. This necklace was created using red nylon beading cord, 0.8mm thick. A quick little tip: when you're going to string these beads on this cording, dip the end of the cording into clear nail polish, let it dry, and it'll form a needle for easier stringing. A complete list of the jewelry making supplies and beads, along with printable PDF instructions, can be found on blog.johnbead.com. Start out by cutting a 31-inch length of 7-ply wax linen cording. At the end of the cording, we are going to form a little needle. Just run it between your fingers. Now we're going to pick up our crystal pairs, and I'm coming in with my round nose pliers, and I'm just moving it in to make that hole a little bit bigger for easier stringing. Taking our cording, we are going to pass the cord through to the center of the cord. Form an overhand knot, and we're going to move the knot down and pull it tight. Flip it over, and we are going to form another overhand knot. I'm just moving this knot down. Now I'm going to grab my round nose pliers and pull that knot tight. I just strung my 6mm Siam, and we are going to form another overhand knot. We are just moving the knot down with our fingers, grabbing our round nose pliers. We are pulling the knot tight. String our next pair, form our overhand knot, and I'm just moving the knot down with my fingers, grabbing my round nose pliers, pull the knot tight. On the other side of the necklace, string a 6mm, form an overhand knot, pair, form an overhand knot, 6mm, form an overhand knot, and a pair, form an overhand knot. I'm going to go ahead and do that now to save time. You can see our necklace is starting to take shape. I just strung a 6mm round our rondelle crystal and a 6mm round. And we are going to form another overhand knot. And I'm just moving the knot down with my fingers, grabbing my round nose pliers. I just pulled that knot tight. We're going to repeat this step one time on this side. This side is now finished. Repeat both of these steps on the opposite side of the necklace. I added my beads on this side, so now you can see that the centerpiece is finished. A 4mm jump ring. This is how you open and close a jump ring. We're going to open it, attach our lobster clasp, and close our jump ring. Our centerpiece is about 4 inches, so I'm going to move up 7 inches on this side. I made a bend in the cording so I would know where the 7-inch mark is. I just strung my lobster clasp to the 7-inch bend in the cording. Let's form an overhand knot. We're bringing that through, and I'm moving the knot next to the jump ring. We're going to separate and pull that knot tight. Now we're going to form another little overhand knot. Just moving that knot down, and I'm making it nice and tight. String a 4mm bicone down to the end and form another overhand knot. We're just moving it down with our fingers right up next to the bead. Using our wire cutters, we're going to trim off that little end. Now with our round nose pliers, we're going to come in and we're just going to fray these little strands to give it a finished look. On the other strand, we want to find where the knot is, and it's right about there. So we want to form our next knot right about here, and I'm just marking it with chalk. I just made a bend in the cording where my chalk mark is. I just strung my jump ring down to the mark, and now we're going to form an overhand knot. I'm moving it down, being careful not to move my chalk mark. Move it down, separate the strands, and pull it tight. I'm checking the length to make sure it's lined up properly, which it is. On this length of cording, you are going to repeat the same steps as we did on the lobster clasp side. You can see that I just finished the little finishing technique. Our last step is to create this little dangle. String your crystals onto a beaded head pin. We are now going to form a simple loop. We just bent the wire to the side. Our wire cutters. We are going to trim off that little end. Using our round nose pliers, we are just rolling the wire towards us to form a simple loop. This is how you open a simple loop. I just attached it to my jump ring and I'm going to close my simple loop. This is what the clasp area looks like. And there you have it, how to create my heartstring necklaces. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.